almost 50 years, researchers at Principe Felipe Research Centre Foundation have striven to achieve excellence in research. Many important contributions to various fields of health have since had their origin at our centre.
I am particularly proud that Cipf is the aspiring continuation of the medical research laboratory created by my father 50 years ago.
Our ultimate goal is to conduct groundbreaking biomedical research leading to better personalised medicine. We study genes, targets, molecular and cellular processes, and apply innovative therapeutic and diagnostic approaches such as nanomedicine, cell therapy, and computational medicine. It is our aim to be able to predict, prevent, and delay diseases with precisely chosen medicines and therapies. People respond differently to the same therapy. With personalised medicine, patient care will move from a one-size-fits-all approach to the treatment of each patient as an individual. Our goal is to maximise for each patient the likelihood of therapeutic efficacy and to minimise the risk of drug toxicity. Our mission is to make possible scientific research and education by bright and talented minds. Our laboratories, facilities and services are a creative and challenging environment that encourages collaborations, joint activities and interdisciplinary approaches of scientific and social relevance. The research of the Foundation focuses upon 4 strategic areas within the field of personalised medicine: neurological impairment, cancer, rare diseases and regenerative medicine.
In the strategy on cognitive impairment, we perform basic and translational research on the mechanism, treatment and diagnosis of cognitive and functional decline in different pathological situations. The aims of the strategy are to unveil the molecular mechanisms responsible for the cognitive and motor alterations, to identify therapeutic targets for reversing this cognitive and motor impairment, and to design and test therapeutic treatments in animal models to reverse these impairments. Moreover, we also wish to translate to clinical practice the therapeutic procedures that have been successful in the animal models, to identify early diagnosis procedures for early detection of cognitive impairment, and to translate to the practice these early biomarkers for diagnosis of cognitive impairment.
Cancer remains one of the major challenges of medicine in the 21st century, both by incidence and mortality. Modern targeted drug therapies are gradually transforming cancer into a chronic disease. Each cancer patient's evolution depends on their cells' division and genetic modification, and on each patient's particular response to this alteration. In Cipf Foundation, scientists are working to examine the diseases individually and to provide targeted cancer therapies. These include modelling of breast and prostate cancer, metabolic profiling of lung cancer, genomic analysis of cancer metabolism, and oncogenic signalling.
A cure for cancer is one of the greatest challenges facing medicine in the 21st century. Today, it's still impossible to cure 50% of cancer cases. We know it is genetic disease caused by mutation in each patient. Here at Cipf, interdisciplinary scientists are working to understand this disease and to find target therapies.
The Rare and Genetic Diseases strategy of Cipf Foundation promotes interdisciplinary research of the genetic, molecular, cellular and pathophysiological bases of rare diseases in order to develop effective diagnostic and therapeutic strategies.
The Rare and Genetic Disease Program is a specific strategy of the Principe Felipe Research Centre that involves several of its laboratories. A rare disease is any disease, usually of genetically origin, that affect a low percentage of the population.
The regenerative medicine strategy contributes to the development of cell therapy and strategies for the restoration of the biological function in pathologies related to the central and peripheral nervous system.
We are working in the regenerative medicine field. We are working in a spinal cord injury model first, and then we are working in an osteoarthritic model. For both models, we are using stem cell as a basic therapy. We are also collaborating with other different groups working with the nanomedicine. These very revolutionary techniques that allows us to include very personalized and individual therapies specific for this particular problem.
To perform cutting-edge research, Cipf Foundation brings together a multidisciplinary team of experts in 6 transversal programs of research: genomics, metabolomics, epigenetics, bank lines and cell therapy, medicinal chemistry and animal models.
Our scientific goal is to try to gain more understanding into disease mechanisms or into drug mechanisms, and to do that we have to deal with this genomic information. So this is one of the aspects of our research. The other aspect has more to do with the fact that we have to deal with this big data. So we have to develop bioinformatic tools to be able of managing, storing and studying at the end all this information.
Among the different clinical applications, metabolomics is particularly useful for the discovery of biomarkers for early disease diagnosis, prognosis, patient stratification and treatment response monitorization. From the pharmaceutical point of view, metabolomics can be used, among other things, for the characterization of the mode of action of drugs, and more importantly for the identification of new drug targets.
National Stem Cell Bank was created in 2006 and includes 4 research centers or 4 branches and serves as a local repositories and contact points to regulate and facilitate the regional stem cell research. One of them is a Valencian Stem Cell Bank, which is primary function is to register and to deposit the pluripotent stem cell lines. As already known, the pluripotent stem cell lines includes human embryonic stem cells and induced pluripotent stem cells. I think that personalized medicine is a medicine of the future, because only the fact that you can create your own cells, own pluripotent stem cells, and differentiate them toward any cell types of your organism in order to repair some defects or damaged tissue is already successful, already success for a future treatment.
Medicinal chemistry program consists of a series of laboratories with a proven track record in drug discovery and development, from small molecules to nanomedicine.
The medicinal chemistry program consists of 4 groups, 4 research laboratories at the Cipf, and we are trying to cover the whole spectrum of a drug discovery program, using or coming from the screening platform, identifying hit compounds and validating molecular targets, and also being able to implement medicinal chemistry purely from the chemical point of view, going from hit to lead, not only as classical medicines but also as advanced therapies. Doing research in personalized medicine is doing efficient medicine or efficient research, because you will develop something specific to a need. A specific patient will receive only that medicine that will benefit from, without any disturbances, so we'll have more efficiency and lower side effects.
The development of novel biodegradable polymeric carriers, the use of combination therapy, the design of nanoconjugates directed at novel molecular targets in the treatment of advanced tumours, breast and prostate, and the development of novel treatments for neurodegenerative disorders, Alzheimer's disease and spinal cord injury, are some of our main research lines.
One of the important areas of research in this center is the development of animal models to study pathologies and to find targets and treatment for those pathologies. We use different animal models, from very simple ones as Drosophila, and more complex as mice and rats, and also pigs. Pigs are also used for clinical use, for the practice of endoscopy and for the cardiovascular diseases.
Cipf Foundation is a prestigious internationally recognized research center. With your support, our institution, with its dedicated and highly skilled team of investigators from many different nations, will continue to play its groundbreaking role in the prevention and treatment of disease, to work to improve the health and the well-being of us all. We research together, we advance together.